Right. We've all heard the saying before, you can't buy happiness. And, well, that's true. But you can buy an MX-5, which is basically the same thing. It's a car that was the brainchild of international treasure Bob Hall, that was meant to recapture the joy and essence of old-school British sports cars, with none of the old-school British drawbacks. And yes, this is mine. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why I bought one of these. I previously said in the Golf video that I only had room for one car. That's still true, but I decided I didn't care about that anymore. I wanted a Miata, goddammit. Anyway, I wanted a project car, something I could work on myself, something I could make my own, something that had a lot of aftermarket support. I also wanted something rear-wheel drive, because I've never driven one before. I also wanted a car that's got a great community around it, something that spreads joy no matter where it goes. And when you put all that together, you just get an NA MX-5. The happiest car in the world, right next to the original Twingo. Honestly, I never understood when people say Miata is Aussie answer until I drove one. This thing is so good. It has the best gearbox action of any car I've ever experienced. Like, I modified bits of the gearbox and shifter in my Golf to make it feel more solid, and it's nowhere near close to this. It's like a bolt-action rifle. That, and I've never driven a car that was as mechanical as this. It's got a cable, throttle, hydraulic steering. You really do feel connected to the machine. Jinba Itai and all that. Like, I get a little sad when I come home and I have to stop driving it. I don't want to get out of it. I also imagine a lot of you are probably upset I didn't get something French. Well, let's just say this isn't the only project car that I bought. Oh yes. So anyway, what did I buy specifically? This is a 96 NA MX-5 with a 1.8-litre engine, an MX-5 1.8 IS with the hardtop, which I really wanted. It's got Mazda's BPZE engine. It displaces 1.8 litres over 4 cylinders, has 16 valves and 2 cans. It also came from the factory with a forged crank and piston oil squirters. You're going to need that for the earth-shattering 133 horsepower it makes. This is the most powerful engine you could get in the NA, if you don't count the BBR turbo cars, but whatever. The 1.8 IS badge means it also comes with some fancy toys, like electrical adjustable headlights, electric mirrors, and the world's fastest electric windows. Wow. No AC though. Well, you want AC in your sports car? You're mad. Just put the roof down. But that's not the best part, because it's got brown on the inside. I repeat, it's got brown insides. I mean, this bit's got a hole in it, but it's brown. Well, it was brown. I've removed all the brown stuff and put new leather, black stuff and red door cards in it, but this red suede is just some self-adhesive stuff that just sticks to the door card, so the brown is still in the car, it's just hidden. Also, this thing's not fast, but it's also not slow. It doesn't pin you back in your seat, but it just throw you back a little. 0 to 60 like in the 8-something seconds, so it's acceptable. That's the one big reason I wanted a 1.8 and not a 1.6, because the UK 1.6s are not powerful. This car's living proof that speed does not equal good car. It's also so responsive, but I've gotten used to the turbo engine in the Golf and how laggy that is. I forgot how responsive NA engines are. It's so easy to go fast on the Golf because it's so disconnected from the outside world. The MX-5 is not. There's zero sound deadening to speak of, so you hear and feel everything, and I love it. Like, I'll switch the engine on in the Golf and you don't even know it's running, it's so smooth. This is the opposite. It rattles and shakes and buckles and is brilliant. It's like a big, excited toddler on wheels. And it's got the pop-ups. If it didn't have pop-ups, I wasn't interested. The NA is the coolest MX-5. I will not listen to anyone's opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, all MX-5s are brilliant. No matter which one you buy, you can make an argument for. They're all great. But the NA is special. You can't say no to that face. If I had to rank all the MX-5s, now this is going to be controversial. This is how I rank them. At the top is the NA. Yes, I'm biased, and I don't care. Second is the ND, because it's the quickest. If you get a modern one with the 2-litre engine, it's like genuinely fast. 0 to 60 is like 6-point-something seconds. That's like on par with my Golf. Third is the NC, because I just like the cut of its chubby jib. I always thought it was a bit fat and ugly, but it's grown on me. It's got the best arse. And the NB, because it's just an NA without the pop-ups. This is where everyone unsubs, isn't it? I mean, this is how international treasure Bob Hall ranked them. You can't argue. I've also done a few modifications to this. First proper mod I did was some new wheels and tyres. No, these aren't Ferrari wheels. I just put Ferrari centre caps on them because I thought it was funny. These are Japan Racing JR6 wheels wearing some Toyo Proxys TR1 tyres. And I definitely didn't curb one of them in the first week of owning them, no. Yes, they're kind of like work CR01 reps, but I'm not spending work CR01 money. I'm also not taking this to the track, so aesthetics are more important anyway. And in my opinion, the fitment is perfect. If you want the specs, here they are. The wheels are 15x8 with a plus 25 offset, and the tyres are 205/50 R15. This is about as aggressive of a wheel setup you can run with stock suspension and without modifying the body. At least I think this is stock suspension. It only rubbed once. I had to remove one screw on the wheel arch liner in both sides, and that was about the extent of body modification I had to do. It's also got a Racing Beat induction kit. If you've seen the Donut Media's Money Pit Miata series, it's that one, and it makes all the great guttural suck noises. And speaking of engine noise, I've been dropping hints on my Instagram, go follow me there, at the GrogTV, we do it. And I said if somebody could guess the exact year, make and model, I'd make them a little ditty. And no one got it exactly, but someone did get really close. Only 3 years off. Yes, close enough, here's your ditty. I've also installed some interior mods. This shift knob and boot and the handbrake and the red doors I mentioned earlier. I'm a big fan of like the old Civic Type R interiors with like the red and like the aluminium knob, and I kind of wanted to replicate that a little bit. I just need me some red seats. And also an exhaust. This one's a Cobalt catback exhaust. And here's a before and after. Also, the vast majority of these parts came from Boffy Racing. If you're from the UK and you're looking for aftermarket MX-5 parts, that's basically the place you're going to. So shout out to those guys. And so far, that's it, aside from some smaller things. I've got a whole list of mods I'd like to do to this at some point. Especially some ITBs. But for now, this is where I'm at with it. Let's get on the road. Right, first order of business. Yippee! Fire up the Miata. The machine. I'm a bird. Speed. So here we are, in the MX-5, Japan's greatest sports car. I will not be listening to anyone else's opinion, and to be completely honest, this is the best car I've ever driven. It is better than the Golf. Like, I'm not even joking. Just everything in this car feels better. National speed limit, you know what that means? The speed! So yeah, comparing this thing to the Golf, this thing is heaps more fun. Even though the Golf is more powerful and quicker, this is just more engaging to drive and to interact with. Like, this gearbox, for a start, is one of the best gearboxes ever put into a production car. And the steering as well is magnificent. I've never driven a car with hydraulic steering before, and this feels amazing. And this thing feels so bloody light as well. You can really feel the 50-50 weight distribution. Like in the Golf, you can definitely tell that thing's front heavy, because it understeers so much. This thing, there's no understeer or oversteer, there's just steer. Downshift up the hill, the speed, everything's rattling in this car. That's what I like about this thing, you can feel and hear everything. And everything, all the interior plastics buzz and rattle. It makes it feel more alive. Honestly, I think everybody should drive one of these. If you're a fan of cars and driving, get one of these. You know how Jeremy Clarkson said you're not a true petrolhead unless you own an Alpha? That's complete bollocks. Get one of these, because this is marvellous. Cheeky downshift into third. Also, if you haven't noticed, there's a new camera. I figured since I got a second car, I may as well get a second camera that's actually, you know, good. The last camera said it did 1080p 60, and if you look back at that footage, it does not look like 1080p or 60. And the mic quality on this is vastly superior. I'm also recording this on a Sunday, which is when most people bring out their toys. So we might run into a few interesting cars. Bang it into second. Oh, this thing's amazing. There's just so much rattling. It's a Mini! First interesting spot of the day. What the hell is that thing? Okay, one of the interesting quirk of this car, because it's an old Japanese car, the indicator stalks and light controls are on the right, and the wipers be on the left, which it took a bit of a moment to get used to. I actually think I prefer it being over here. I don't know why. So I can indicate and change gear at the same time. I think Jason Kamisa put it best. He said this car's very roly-poly, and it throws its weight around a lot in the corners, which is it's really fun. Like, you chuck it into a bend at high speed and it does lean over, but it doesn't feel like it's going to, like, lose control. Get out of the way! Why are there NPCs on my personal racetrack? The noise this thing makes. Ever since I put that new intake and exhaust on, this thing sounds amazing. Love to get a set of headers on this, but I don't know what to go for, and I don't know what would fit this car because it's a later model with a longer cat. So, I don't know. tell me where to buy headers from, please. And also, this may be controversial, but the engine in this, I think I'm going to put it in the same league as engines like the SR20 and the 2J, because this thing's amazing. Not only is this car really versatile, like you could drift it, you could take it to the track, you could take it off-road, the engine's much the same. You can keep it NA, do ITBs, you can turbo it, you can supercharge it. This engine can take just about anything you throw at it. Like, these engines can handle boost, no problem with stock internals. Thank you for letting me go, mister. Wink. He gave me a thumbs up. People just love this car. The only people who don't like it are people who are too fat and people who are too tall to fit in it. Luckily, I'm neither. I'm a short, skinny bloke. This is a perfect grog-sized vehicle. What a silly machine this is. I'm overtaking the cyclist. I'm a nerd. The speed. Let's get some tunes on. I've got a banging stereo for me tunes. Ah! That's more like it. What a tune. That's enough of that. There's so much rattling in here. I never realised how much rattling there is with the stereo off. The machine. I think I've earned a little sip of my Red Bull. Any oncoming vehicle in this car is terrifying. This is like driving an insect. Driving this thing at night as well, and especially in the rain, is absolutely horrifying. Like, you could make a horror game out of this. And every car you drive past seems absolutely massive in this thing. Like, I drove past a Ford Mondeo, and it's like driving past a 3-story building. I think I need 4th gear. Yes. Look at the speed. I'm a nerd. Maybe 3rd gear. Like, everybody dogs on the MX-5 saying it's slow. I mean, well, yeah, it's got a top speed like 120 miles an hour, but the acceleration bits, this thing is quite nippy. I also love how there's not any, like, electronic nanny in between me and putting the power to the ground. Like, there's no traction control, no stability control. It's a cable throttle. It's only got ABS and that's it. This thing is so responsive. Like, if I just, like, stamp on the throttle, is it jerking about? The Golf, you get none of that. If we can see another MX-5 or a Peugeot 206, this will make my day. Let's get the tunes back on. Jesus! You know, considering this thing only has 2 speakers and a JVC head unit, it actually sounds pretty good. I didn't know the max volume was 35. That's pretty neat. I'm going deaf. There's a man on a bicycle and he's pointing right. That means he's going right. Thank you, get out of my way. This is usually quite a fun road if there isn't a van in front of you. I shit you not, the battery just died in this and a Peugeot 206 just drove past. It's over. Can you see it? It's gone. Holy shit, I don't believe it. Peugeot 206SW, oh my god. Charge! Bike. Right, recording again. Holy shit, is that a Mark III Clio pre-facelift? My god, what a machine. I've also adjusted some of the camera settings so it isn't as bright. I'm gonna roll the window up a tad. And by a tad I mean shut it. What is that thing? Is that a Macan? I pray God, please can we see something interesting on the road. 30? Ah, man, I hate 30 zones. I want to do the speed. Oh, yes. I'm a nerd. Also, one thing that's quite funny, you know how every single 90s Japanese car is known for rust, and how the early MX-5s are notorious for rusting? Well, when I bought this thing, it had like 3 weeks MOT on it. Then I went to go get it MOT'd, and it failed on one thing. Rust. The only thing it failed on. Everything else completely fine. Well. If you're looking to get an MX-5 for the price I paid for this, you just expect rust in it. It's going to happen. There are 3 things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and your MX-5 corroding. Just accept it. It's a fact of life. 4th gear. Yippee. 3rd. Even better. Dare I say 2nd? 45 miles per hour. What a machine. Temporary speed signs. This is a bunch of nonsense. How do I turn around? I've had enough of this road. I'm pulling in here and I'm turning around. Staying on this road. Load of rubbish. Bear with whilst I perform this 30-point maneuver. Speed. I mean, there's not really much else to say, really. It's an MX-5. A lot of people say this is a boring choice. Yeah, well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's an interesting car. It's got an interesting history. I always wanted a 90s Japanese sports car, and this is about the only affordable one left. Like, Supras are 20 grand, Evos, no. Skylines are like 6 figures now. I see a cool-looking car in the distance. What is it? If it's a Porsche, I swear to God, would it be you? Take this bend flat out, 4th gear. Okay, that's not really flat out. My foot's off the throttle, but fight the speed. Wink, wonk, wink, wonk. Gonna go around this bend at 60. Yes! What a marvellous cornering machine. What a stupid car. Ah, there's one more red suede. National speed limit sign. You know what that means. Woohoo! Power! Cheeky downshift into 4th, into the bend. Woohoo! This thing corners amazingly. Can you see it on camera, like the roll this thing has? Not only is the steering amazing, the brakes as well feel great as well. They're not the most powerful, but they just feel good. And you can make minute adjustments with just your big toe. Why doesn't every car drive like this? Why is every car going to be numb and mushy? Fuck! Back on the road. I've driven it with the roof off a couple of times. It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. I'd love to do it more, but I've got nowhere to put the hard top. When it goes off, it just sits in the garden. And then it gets filled with insects. Oh, gee! They were telling me to do the flippy floppy. I can't refuse. 3rd gear, up the hill. My God, the performance. 36, 40, 44. Oh my God! Every time I drive over a bump, it sounds like something's braking. But no, that's just the car. And the soft top isn't secured down, so that's just going. I still have yet to get an MX-5 on camera. I saw an MD earlier, but then the camera died. Massively disappointing. There's a Boxster. Renault 5! Ain't no way! What a spot! That's made the video. Absolutely marvellous. Oh, there's an old thing. What else can we spot? Alpine! Awesome! Wow. There's a lease. What is that thing? I don't know, that's a Cortina. Lotus Cortina, oh my God, what a moment.
Subscribe to GrogTV.